People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It's really hard, and you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it, and you don't really love it, you're going to give up. And that's what happens to most people, actually. If you really look at the ones that ended up, being successful, unquote, in the eyes of society, and the ones that didn't, oftentimes it's the ones that are successful loved what they did so they could persevere when it got really tough. And the ones that didn't love it quit because they're sane, right? Who would want to put up with this stuff if you don't love it? So it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of worrying constantly. And if you don't love it, you're going to fail. So you got to love it. You got to have passion. And I think that's the high order bit. The second thing is you've got to be a really good talent scout, because no matter how smart you are, you need a team of great people, and you've got to figure out how to size people up fairly quickly, make decisions without knowing people too well, and hire them, and see how you do, and refine your intuition, and be able to help build an organization that can eventually just build itself, because you need great people around you.
Well, here it is, the last wash of the season. I've been doing my best to try and bring the gel coat back and protect it as much as I can. I still have a lot to go. I haven't even touched anything up there. A little bit here back in the spring. I just cut that a little bit with Imperial, but it's not quite to my standards. The rest of the boat's getting there. This part of the boat sat out in the sun a lot, so I kind of went backwards a little bit up here on the nose. So in the spring, I'm going to go a little heavier with the wheeling and waxing than I normally would out of the water, because I just can't get to that right now, at least not easily. So I just washed the boat for the last time before I take it up to sunup for the winter in Chesterfield. Hull's looking good. I won't have to go too crazy from the rub rail down in the spring. Transom's looking pretty good. I'll probably just give it a light polish and then re-wax it in the spring. And same goes for this side. From the rub rail up in this section here, here to here, all the way up, it's starting to look pretty good, but if you really look, there's some haze. I'm going to try and attack that with wet sanding. Even this, as good as this looks, I can get this better. It's already like, I don't know, maybe 98%. And now if I attack it again, I'll be going for that last 2%. So it's a good looking arch. I'm absolutely in love with this covered well, and I will be coming back next year. I've already put in my deposit. So again, that's just one pass with Imperial. I'm going to go at it again, probably with Imperial again, and then polish it with a polishing pad and Meguiar 67 and Colonite on top. While we're on the subject of wax, you saw me talk about that Fuso coat, Soft 99, that Japanese product. It looks good. It makes a nice mirror-like shine, and it does hold up, but the one thing it doesn't do is add the richness that the Colonite does. I've since come back and put the Colonite on the arch, and you can see outside of the area around the SR, it's a lot more rich. So while it does a good job, I'm sure it sits on top of the gel coat, and this older Ray kind of just wants it to soak in something oily. So that's that. I need to make a decision here on what I'm going to do with the canvas. What I'm thinking for the canvas is this area back here, this fastback, is in really good shape. I'm just going to wash it, clean it up, treat it next year, and it does a good job. From the arch forward, I'd like to redo that. She's, well, 30 years old. It's original to the boat. It's Sunbrella. It was done by one of the better shops in town, Miller's Canvas here in Harrison Township. And the boat was ordered with no canvas from McMacken Sea Ray, and this canvas was done just after the boat was received by its first owner. So it's kind of impressive, actually, that it lasted this long. But while it does somewhat function, and I have been treating it and cleaning it, it's pretty much game over for this. So this area up here, I'd like to redo, keep this, and then in the future, I really would like to do my camper top again, because that thing is absolutely destroyed, along with most of the panels. So that's the future of that.